have you ever thought about
Math, music, games.
in the same sentence? So if you enter your name, yeah. So it will welcome you. So click play. Click enter options, and you can choose any character you want. Any character you want. Yeah. So if you, here's a brief instructions. If you click start, you can choose any level. Click any level, no matter. Yeah. So if you run into a red obstacle, and here is a map problem. So level 1 is 5 and 6. If you click the music notes in each level, yeah, and the score will increase by a specific number. And if you get rid of each obstacle, you can listen to music. You can listen to the music at the end. And if you want to go back home, you can choose another level to play. Yeah, and then you can go back to it. Yeah. And then so the tool that I use is called Phaser. Phaser is an HTML game framework, which is developed in JavaScript. Yeah. So this is a code of how I made our game, which is I made each scene, like each name of the scene, like start scene, credits, and each scene. Yeah. And then in each scene I have a name for each class, and then in each scene I have each of the functions, which called a preload where I load each image, and then the create function where I create each image, and each of the scene I have the switch to each credits, each scene. And then each of the levels I also have the update function where most of the physics is behind it. So in the Beyond MVP, where I improve my game, I change the levels of how the player interacts throughout each level, and also in the beginning I try to make the player exit the level at the end, but like throughout the level I make the comeback button in throughout the level, but like in case the player wants to exit out of the level and like he or she wants to choose another level.
For me, I use the tool EarSketch, which is basically like a music editing software, but we use like code, like such as JavaScript or Python. I use JavaScript obviously in this case. Like it helps you manipulate things like loops, functions, and like a lot more elements that are also included in EarSketch itself to create songs and such things like that. For me, at first I didn't use any like JavaScript elements at all. I just used what's in EarSketch to make the music for the game. Like this video function helps with inputting tracks like sounds, and this set effect function helps with effects. It's kind of obvious here, but I decided this was like, taking too much time. It was pretty unnecessary, so I just decided to use like the JavaScript function finally, such as functions, like which can help create like repeating patterns in the songs, as you can see here. I also used like one challenge I had to face was EarSketch is a tool where like you have to edit on its own software, like instead of like on like the CS50, right? And so like I have to edit all of this, and you have to do a lot of like lines of code just to make like a song that's like 3 seconds or a minute long. But I'd say like I made like 5 in total, and I'd say the final product was like worth my time. Like I was pretty happy with my result.
So one of the challenges that I had is like making this game in the middle, but like in the beginning I had this code where I thought making a file called game.css and making this line of code where align items in the center would work. But as you can see, the game's screen is in the top left of the corner, which I don't want that. I want it in the middle. But I tried many lines of code, it wouldn't work. So a few weeks before, I saw Simran, my partner's game, which her game was in the middle, and asked her what code she wrote. Yeah. She sent me this specific code, which would work.
Basically, I have to go back to using Bootstrap or like CS in general, like from what we learned last year in SEP 10. Like I figured out, like you have to make everything like center as you can see here, and like make it like sort of a column to make the canvas a center because it's kind of it's a bit complicated because this is using JavaScript as well, but like I managed to figure it out with the other code and using it.
And it leads to this results right here. So these are links to our product, the game, and the game code. So some of the takeaways that I learned is break your product down to small tasks. I don't know if you noticed earlier, my code, my game took like 1,400 lines of code. It took very long time, yeah. So my tool Phaser is really sensitive to any errors. Like I had to learn to debug and tinkering errors to pay attention to details. Also, patience is really necessary because, as I said before, it took like 1,400 lines of code. It takes a long time, and that it took the whole year. And also, communication and collaboration makes it easier to solve a problem because my partner's in Peer 3 and Peer 4, so it's really hard to collaborate through this process.
My takeaways are kind of similar, but patience is a virtue. Like I sometimes I felt like I should have like changed my tool because EarSketch, like I was the only one in the entire SEP 11 to do that, and also like I had to learn a lot of things on my own. But like I took my time, learned my tool, and I'd say like I was happy with the final result. Like I actually like using EarSketch now. Communication is key. As Nancy said earlier, we were in 2 different periods and we had no classes at all this entire year. So we had to keep communicating outside school and other ways of texting like that. And like I didn't know what I was doing at first, but I actually get my way through the project thanks to her help. And I always review your code, like as like my fellow SEP students know, like once your code crashes, like sometimes like it's really hard to like find a way out. But like the more you review, the more you test, the more better you get at coding and things in general.
So thank you.